Right. Well, if you um would like to tell me a little bit about how the band started and a little bit about the background of the band.
What do you mean exactly about that? So
Well,
when
when
we
did the band, yeah, just the basics of the band, where it started, how it started, when, what kind of things you've been doing.
actually, I started that band in 2019. Actually, it was supposed to be a project, not a band. So I just wanted to make four songs that are. I wrote in 1995. I wrote 18 songs, and I wanted to have four of them. So when I was sitting back home in 2019, early 2019, I was a bit drunk. I was sitting on a computer, and I was thinking like because I'm now 52, so and I was at that time yeah a bit younger. So now I was thinking like now or never. So and I had a friend from Birmingham, Paul, and I knew that he's an educated drummer. So and then I took my chance and asked him if he would like to help me out to make the four songs as a project. So that's how it actually started. So King Ern is a band, but we're actually just only two people. So it's
Two
Daniel,
people.
the guitar, yeah. So mainly, so when we play live, then we get people from other bands to help us out for on stage.
That's
So
amazing. So do you get session musicians or do you have people that you use all the time?
no, it's for the session. Yeah. So we have to ask people.
Fantastic.
So we that's why I can't play. If someone is asking me like, you want to play next month on our festival or whatever, so I can't confirm. So because it's a I have to plan that. I have to ask people, do you have time? Because we need two guitar players and a bass, of course, and drums.
Mm,
So it's actually still a project. I wanted to do four songs. Now we have five songs. So yeah.
brilliant. So it's growing all the time then.
Yeah, unexpected. I didn't want it actually. So, yeah, really. So I was never planning to play live because I don't want to go on stage.
Right. Do you have a bit of stage fright then?
No, I don't want to go on stage. So that's
Just
that.
not
Yeah, because I'm actually. It does look like, but I'm actually a shy person. So
right.
I actually like to be in the background. So, but now I'm the singer, so it's that's even Facebook or Instagram. If I don't have a band, I wouldn't be on those social media. So I have to be there. So, but I don't want that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Social media is the bane of all of our lives, I think. But it's also very useful, social media. But it's it's one of these things. It's a necessary evil, I think, social media. So what's happening with the band just now? I mean, you've got the five songs. Are they ready to go? They're in the
Uh,
EP. So was it?
Yeah,
How
so
do
yeah,
you?
we have the EP No Rush with four songs and the single from last year Drop. So now two more songs coming up. So the guitars and the bass are already recorded, and then in April the drums will be recorded, and then the vocals, and then the song is coming out. And they are
That's
bulldozer
fantastic.
songs. They are bulldozer songs. They're very very powerful.
Oh,
So
I look forward to
not
hearing
to
them.
pardon.
I look forward to hearing them.
Yeah, one of the songs that's also Black Marine on it. You know Black Marine?
I will have listened to it because I've listened to the whole EP, but I've not got the greatest of memories, I have to
No,
say.
no, no. What I mean, like, there's a lady. She's called Black Marine,
Oh,
and
I've not heard of her.
yeah, and she playing piano. And because we have one song, and there's a little part of a piano in it.
Oh,
So
nice.
yeah, that it's a really really cool song.
Yeah.
I
So
will send you a demo version from the rehearsal. I will send you one just for you, so
yes,
that
please. That
yeah,
would be
but
great.
you should not listen to not other people should listen to that, but you can have
No,
it.
no, I don't send. The only people that I ever send music to is if I get music from people that doesn't hit the genre that I fit. Like my
Uh,
shows, I send it to other colleagues.
yeah,
But
well, you
I'm loving your EP.
yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, yeah,
Mm,
I'm very very happy about that EP. It's our first band, so it's our first songs also. So like
mm.
the guitar player Daniel, he never played in a band before, and he wrote the songs.
That's
So he's a
amazing.
virgin. Yeah, it's fantastic. He's a virgin because he's not coming from any music scene. So he's not coming from hard rock, punk, metal, or whatever. So um, he has nothing to do with those things. So which is
Mm-hmm.
a good advantage for King Ern. So he's not influenced by those music genres. So he can play what he likes. So he's not
Mm-hmm.
chained to anything. So
Yes. That's
yeah,
that's a good thing. You don't want to get too similar. You don't want to be in the same genre all the time. And having somebody that's not got the background of
yeah,
other bands means that you've got something a little bit special then because you've got a fresh ear.
yeah,
You've got a
exactly.
fresh
Yeah,
mind that's bringing brand new things, not constrained by what they've heard before or anything.
exactly. Yeah, yeah. We don't want to do music that 100,000 bands already do. So we don't. So yeah, we do our own style. So we like it. So
Mm, it's definitely interesting. So what's next on the horizon? Are you going back into the studio or are you is there
yeah,
any gigs that you're doing?
no gig concerts are not planned. So yeah, so two songs.
Concerts or not?
So two singles coming out. So the first one will be Painkiller, and the second one is What a Firm Grip of Dreams, and that's with a piano. And so as
Mm.
said, so the guitars and the bass are already recorded, and in April, then the drums will be recorded, and then my vocals, and then I think end April, maybe May, then we're gonna release those songs.
Are you just putting the singles out as singles or are you going to make another EP or an album?
No, no, just singles at the moment.
Just
So the thing is like when you do that, when you release them on social media, so Spotify or whatever, if you're gonna release an album, people not listening to a full album on Spotify, so they're
right.
gonna listen to like two, three, four songs, and then they skip it. So we don't have enough songs for a full album. So
That's
and
something
the
that
thing
you'd
that
like to do in the future though.
I have no idea. It takes
No.
all so long. It takes always very long for us to get everything done. So
Well,
yeah,
if you're doing everything yourself, you're doing all the like the engineering and things yourself as well.
yeah, we do
Wow,
everything
that's a
ourselves.
skill in
Yeah.
itself.
It's
Is
it's,
that
it's always
self-taught then?
it's always a question about money. So you have to do a lot by yourself.
Of course, of
Yeah,
course. It costs quite a lot of money to produce a single in that, doesn't it?
yeah. It depends. Yeah, it depends on the studio. So you can have a craft studio where you pay like $50, or I don't know what we paid for a drop. We paid a lot of money for a drop. So I have no idea how much it was. So we have a very good studio for mixing and mastering. So we have a very good person for that one. So, but it costs quite a bit money. Yeah. But
Mm-hmm.
I can tell, yeah, for drop, there will be a real video it's coming out for that one as well.
Oh, brilliant. When's that due out?
I'm just talking tomorrow to the guy who is filming, who is making videos, and I'm going to talk to him tomorrow. So, and then we see how much it will cost us, and then we're gonna make a video as well for that one.
Fantastic. I can't wait to see that
Yeah.
on YouTube. I love watching people's videos. They're always interesting. Do you have a theme for the video or is it still just in the planning stage?
I thought, yeah, it's still in the planning stage. Yeah, yeah. So it's a very important song for me, especially from the lyrics. So it's very important.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why this song is getting a real video, not like the other
Mm-hmm.
tunes like Quest for Certainty. It's just a tribute video to people to say thank you for the support. And the Voice of the Voices is just a recap from the show here in Berlin. So yeah,
Mm,
this one
that
is
all
getting a
sounds
real
great.
video. Yeah.
Mm. So what's the dream then? What would you like to do with King Ern?
Um, Not playing live.
Not playing live. Do you think
Yeah,
that's
no.
something that you'll maybe do in the future, or is it just a definite no-no?
Well, we're gonna play live, but I'm not working on it. It's not like that. I'm looking
No.
for getting a show. Um, yeah, I don't know. Every time when I go on stage, I'm happy that when it's over. So
Right.
So we play actually 6 songs live, and it cost me a lot energy to bring them on stage. So after after the fifth song, then I feel already my body is like, whoo, or come on, figure you need a break. So and then I know,
Right.
okay, this is the last song, and then I'm happy when it's over.
I've sang on stage and things in plays and choirs but I've never actually been in a band, so this fascinates me how it all works.
Yeah, the thing like I'm not supposed to be on stage. You know, I'm 52. It costs me really a lot. And if I would be like 25, it would be maybe a bit easier. But I'm
Mm.
really there. Like even I have to use a lot of power, so it's like whoa, Jesus, hell yeah. So that's why I'm happy when I'm finished. And I don't like when all people standing in front of you and they're always looking at me.
The first time I stood on stage, it was like I came home and it was like, wow. It was a big eureka moment. And then I did 9 plays in 2.5 years. So it was good fun. I would love to get back on stage.
Yeah, yeah, they go on stage.
Well, I need to learn the guitar first. I've got a guitar coming. I bought a guitar the other week, so I'm just waiting on it being delivered. And then I'm going to teach myself how to play. I want to learn Tennessee Whiskey first, because that's quite a
Oh,
good song to sing and it's quite an easy song in chord wise from what I've looked at, but I have no idea where to even start.
so but you don't want to go on stage and just singing?
Eventually I think I would like to. I'd like to get a band together at some point, but um I have to learn how to play first.
I would like to play an instrument, but I'm so lazy to start now playing guitar. So I like to. I would be happy if I could play a guitar, at least a guitar. It would be fine. So, but I'm very lazy for that one. So,
I'm quite a lazy performer as well. But during lockdown, I started doing Duolingo and managed to spend an hour a day learning Scottish. So
mm.
if I can spend an hour a day learning Scottish and have nobody to talk to about it, I'm sure I can spend an hour a day on guitar and learn lots of things.
Just
It's
like
definitely
our
more
guitar.
beneficial.
Yes, sir. So like our guitar player Daniel. So he learned by himself everything. So he never had a real lesson or whatever. So.
Wow.
Nothing. Yeah, I'm. The first day when I met him and I heard him playing guitar, and I said, "Man, you have a future," because he's very young. So when he started with King Ern, he was, I think, 21. So
Right.
he has a good future actually. So he's a very good guitar player, and he has a good
Mm.
feeling for composing songs. So he's making the right soundtrack for my lyrics. So he's
Hmm.
and a cool
So do
guy.
you
Yeah.
write the lyrics and he writes the music, or do you both take
No, I
turns?
I read all the lyrics.
Cool.
Yeah, the
Where do
lyrics
you
are
get your
mine.
inspiration from?
Um, it's my life actually. So everything that I'm writing about is actually I'm writing about myself. So I'm not. There's no stories that I write. Yeah, I'm not writing about a certain topic. So it's not like I'm not sitting at the table and say like, okay, I'm gonna write about love or war or whatever. So I just write what's inside of me.
Right. So it's
That's
all
all.
just flows when you sit. Does it just flow out or does it take more concentration than that? Because I imagine when you get an idea, it just flows.
Yeah, but I don't have that always. I've no idea. So the thing, like I'm sitting there, and then I'm just writing these things because they're in my head. So sometimes at the end, when I'm going to read my lyrics in the beginning, then I have no clue what I'm actually talking about in my lyrics. So it takes a while for myself to understand my own lyrics. So except
Right.
drop is about actually, yeah, it's about my childhood. So it's about yeah, to yeah, when the kids have sexual experience that the kid should never have. So that's a song about.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. That must have been quite tough to write about then. You've put your whole heart and soul into that song, haven't you?
Yeah, it was not hard to write about it. So yeah, but it's when I'm actually singing that, it's more like that I'm actually talking to myself. So these lyrics, it's like, yeah, I talk to myself then in that minute. So I'm not, I don't care about if people would understand what I'm writing about. So if they're gonna read the lyrics and they take something out of it to yeah, to give it their own meaning, so then I'm happy about it. So that's fine. So I'm not
Mm,
expecting that the people understand the lyrics.
right. I enjoyed the song. I think the song's really great.
Pardon? What do you mean?
Do you have a day job, or is
No.
music what keeps you going?
Yeah, it's music that keeps me going. Yeah. Yeah, that's all. Yeah, actually, yeah, the music keeps me going.
So
If
how
I
do you
don't,
get yourself immersed? Do you listen to a lot of music before you write, or do the ideas just come and you just sit down, or
so when I write lyrics, then I can't listen to music. So then, because I have to focus on one thing, so I can't listen to music.
right?
And the point is, like when I did it in the early days. I was writing lyrics, and then there was music in the background, and that music had a lot influence on my lyrics, how to write them. So because then in the end, the lyrics were actually for that song that I was listening to. So and not for my own, for our song. So I can't listen to music and write the lyrics. It's impossible for me. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It would probably confuse my brain as well. I'm dyslexic.
So, but before I write the lyrics, it's actually everything is on my head. I just need to sit down to write it. So I like to write.
Yeah,
But it's interesting that I'm gonna, as I said in the beginning, I sometimes I don't understand my own lyrics. So in the beginning, so when someone asked me, "Figure, what is this song about?" I said, "Hmm, don't know. I have no idea what I'm telling." Yeah. So it really confused myself. So yeah,
yeah. Do you eventually work it out though and get an idea, or is it just something that comes out?
it just comes out. It's just in my head.
So how does the studio and that work? Do you just go into a studio and put down the vocals and the music, and then somebody edits and mixes
Yeah.
it
Well,
together for you?
no, we just go in the studio for the drums. So Daniel, the guitars and the bass, he's doing that back home, the recordings, and in a real studio, then we record the drums and the vocals. I just do that with this how is it called, interface or something. It's like a little box. It's not in the studio, so it's like where we have a house where there are the rehearsal rooms and there's a chamber, and I can go in the chamber and then we do that with interface. I think we call it interface.
Right.
That's
So it's
all.
like a
Yeah,
little sound booth that you go in and do your vocals.
yeah. yeah.
That's cool. I want a
And then
sound
that
booth in my house.
and
I think
then
that would be
then
very cool.
and then we're gonna give it to the studio, and then he's gonna do the mixing and then the mastering.
Hmm. So how do you get the music out then? What do you rely on to get the music to the fans?
I
Do
have
you
no
have
idea.
like a distribution, or do you just stick it on the socials and
Ah, no, yeah. We have this distro kit, so they gonna do that. So
they take care of the distribution and getting it out to people?
yeah, exactly. It's called distro kit, and so they get the songs, and then they gonna load it up to Spotify and everything. But it's always a part of Daniel. So because I can't do those things, so if I
Right.
gonna try that, I'm probably gonna delete the song.
Actually running out of time. Is there anything that you think that I've missed that you would like to discuss? I mean, give me your socials, give me where we can listen to the music, um, things like that.
All
But
right.
that's good. I mean, do you have merchandise and stuff that people can buy?
Yeah. On Bandcamp. On Bandcamp, we have T-shirts and a bag, fabric bag. So
Oh,
a shopping bag.
fantastic.
Yeah. So you can find it
That's
on
really good. It sounds like everything's going the way that you want it to go.
no, it's going. Yeah, it's more than I actually wanted. Yeah. So we have a little merch. So yeah, I think it's King Ern Bandcamp. No, it's really nice meeting you.
It was really nice meeting you. I'm glad that you messaged last week. I think I've played you before, but it was a long time ago. Well, thank you so much, Vigo. And
Yeah, nice one. Yeah, good. Enjoy it. Enjoy it.